So we're here with Patrick, and what Patrick is going to be doing is reconnecting the EEG leads to my head and also to a couple of parts on my chest. This will be very important for the test that they're going to run later on, just to see if I'm experiencing microsleeps when I close my eyes for extended periods of time. My best guess is that yes, I probably will be, but we'll see how it turns out. Anyway, Patrick, can you tell me a little bit about the electrodes and what we're doing with them?
Well, basically we're just going to clean the head. We're going to place them in specific areas of the brain that tell us exactly when you're sleeping, when you're not sleeping, how quickly you fall asleep. Basically we're looking for, like you said, the microsleep, and we will see that for sure in the central parts of the brain, which is where we'll be placing them. The electrodes that go in the back of the head will be monitoring your eyes. So every time you open and close your eyes, you will see you'll see a difference on screen. It's hard to explain to you when you have to see it on screen, but when you see it, you'll know that the patient is actually closing their eyes involuntarily, rather than voluntary. So you could tell the difference. He's sleeping for sure. His eyes are closed without him closing them. They're on their own. Right. You could see that. That's basically what we're going to be monitoring for you. Not everything else, the breathing and stuff like that, just sleep.
Right. Whenever I think about the eyes closing like that, I think about people behind the wheel. And I think, certainly being in a controlled environment like this, it's I'm not driving anything. I might be driving some Disney Infinity later on, but certainly you have to imagine that that's going to be a hazard for anyone who happens to be on the road.
We do actually perform those tests on bus drivers, train conductors, and some of them have lost their jobs if they fail.
Wow.
Yeah, they'll basically do the same test you're doing. They have to stay awake, and if they fall asleep, they fail. And those are the type of patients, you don't want them behind the wheel of anything, obviously.
Certainly. One more question. What's it like to work here at a sleep medicine center? And I guess, sort of being here through the odd hours and watching the situations that people encounter when they try to sleep.
For me, I'm not a nurse, so for me this is the best way for me to help people, and like the reason you're here, sleep is very important. A lot of people don't get that education, and they don't speak to a lot of doctors who can educate them on sleep. So I figure if I can come in, I've been doing this for 10 years, so any knowledge I can share with a patient I'm willing to give. It doesn't always mean you have to wear a CPAP, you need oxygen. There's little things you can do at home, changing the pillow, changing the mattress, the way you position yourself on the bed and trying to stay that way. The old school way, wearing a t-shirt with a pocket and a tennis ball to keep you off your back. Those things don't get used anymore, but a lot of them can still be very helpful to some people. I enjoy working the night. I don't have to deal with my boss. But other than that, it's 3 nights a week, 12-hour shifts. You're basically working like a nurse. You're in my care the whole time. And just try to make you feel as comfortable. It's hard enough to try to get someone to fall asleep when they're not home. They have all this wiring on, they're not in their bed. You got to make everyone feel comfortable, so you got to have a good bedside manner.
Right.
Know how to communicate.
Well, we've definitely had a great time here at Mount Sinai. We really appreciate everything that you guys have done, including sticking electrodes on my head. And yeah, we'll check back in once I have everything pasted onto my head. And once again, Patrick, thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome.